Have you ever wondered how many hours a day you spend living other people's lives instead of your own? As Seneca once said, it's not that we have too little time, but that we waste much of it. Are you also wasting your days watching others succeed while your own dreams wait to be realized? In today's world, social media consumes a huge part of our daily lives. We start the day by reaching for our phones. We browse through other people's lives, look at their pictures, watch their videos, read posts about their successes, travels, and achievements. We see them growing while we remain stuck. Take a moment and think about how many hours a day you spend living other people's lives without doing anything to change your own. How often, instead of doing something for yourself, do you delve into other people's lives? And most importantly, what emotions does this constant comparison stir up in you? Do you feel jealousy, sadness, frustration, or perhaps a creeping sense of helplessness that your life isn't what you want it to be? Imagine sitting down to work with the intent of accomplishing something important. You open your laptop, but your phone is lying next to you. You glance at it for a moment, and suddenly, half an hour later, you're deep into social media, scrolling through your friends' photos. It seems like everyone else is doing something exciting, achieving success, enjoying life, while you're wasting time. What if the time you spend looking at others' successes you devoted to your own development? How much could change in your life if you focused on yourself? Now imagine another scenario. You come home tired, sit down on the couch, and instead of talking to your loved ones, you reach for your phone again. You're scrolling through the lives of people you haven't seen in years. Are these updates really more important than the moments you could be spending with your family? Do you realize how many valuable moments you miss while looking at other people's photos? Epictetus once said, "Do not be concerned that your actions are not great. It is enough that they are steps in the right direction." What are your steps? Are you really growing by spending hours scrolling through other people's lives? Are you giving yourself a chance to take even a small step towards your own goals? Every hour you spend on the screen is an hour you could have devoted to improving your health, your development, or building relationships with the people who truly matter to you. Watching other people's lives on social media has its consequences. First, it takes up time that could be spent on something valuable. But that's not all. By watching others' successes, we often fall into the trap of comparison. We feel less worthy because our lives don't look like theirs. This feeling of failure can lead to a decline in self-esteem, stress, and even depression. Statistics show that the average person spends over 3 hours a day on their phone. That's nearly 100 hours a month. Imagine what you could achieve if you dedicated those hours to developing your own skills, learning or working on yourself. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." If you spend every day watching others live, you're allowing this to become your nature. You become a person who lives through others instead of building your own life. What does that say about you? Do you really want this to become your everyday reality? You see, other people's lives will always seem more exciting when you view them through a screen. But remember, you have full control over your time. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you let days, weeks, or even years slip by while your dreams wait for fulfillment? Remember, every minute you spend on someone else's life is time you'll never get back. Think about how much you've already lost scrolling through other people's successes while your own are waiting to be realized. How many times have you set aside your dreams because you were drawn into the world of social media? But it doesn't have to stay that way. Every day you have the chance to make a change. You have the opportunity to regain control of your time and your life. Every minute you spend watching someone else's life is time you lose building your own. As Seneca said, life is not short, but we often waste it. Put down your phone, start taking action. Your life is waiting for you. Take that first step before you lose any more precious moments. Every day you can choose to live consciously, to take back control of your time. Your dreams are in your hands.